Good morning. Robin's Sunny Homestead in the kitchen today. I have a request on how I use my yeast water to make bread. So I'm just going to do a real quick video on that. I poured about 8 ounces and 2 tablespoons because that's what I need for the bread that I'm making. I'm going to make potato bread. I don't want it to be sour. So I'm going to put this in the microwave until it just gets a little bit warm to the finger, not hot. Okay, I put it in the microwave. I just warmed it up, just slightly warm. Now I'm going to I've already put 1 tablespoon of sugar in there, and I'm going to put another one because I don't want it sour. I don't want sour potato bread. Now I'm going to put in about 1/2 cup of potato flakes because that's what my recipe calls for, at 1/2 cup. Okay. Here's what it looks like inside. Oh, okay. Here's what it looks like inside, nice and frothy and bubbling, because yeast loves sugar and it loves potato. Dried potato, regular potato, you can use either, but I'm using dried today. Okay, so this is going to go in the oven with the light on. I'm going to warm it up slightly, and then I'm going to turn it off, and we'll come back when it's ready. Okay, hi YouTube. My potato yeast water is ready. Took about an hour in the oven. I probably should have showed you. I'm going to put you down. I'm going to scrape that out. Okay, I'm doing this in the bread maker today because I've got a busy day ahead. So just going to put it on the dough cycle, and when it makes a dough, I'll put it in the pan, let it rise. Okay, so I've got my potatoes and my yeast. Now I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of sugar, 2 tablespoons of oil, a teaspoon of salt, and 3 cups of flour. 2, and 3. Now I'm going to put this in my bread maker. Make sure it's all the way down. And then put this on. Oh, wait a minute. Gotta plug it in. Okay, put this on the dough cycle. And turn it on. And this is going to go for about an hour and 20 minutes. And then I will get it in the pan and do one more rise. This has a rise cycle on it. And then I'll give it one more rise and we'll put it in the oven and bake it. Okay, I'll be back when the dough is done. Might need to scrape down the sides a little bit in here. But, okay, I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. The bread is looking very nice in here. The dough, I should say. Now I'm going to put it on a floured surface. I'm not going to knead it per se. I'm just going to shape it. Put a little flour on my hands. A very nice, soft, pliable dough. A little bit more flour here. This is going to be very nice. Very nice loaf of bread. Now I've got my pan and it's all oiled. Put this in here. Oops. Sorry about that. Flatten it down some. Now, get some of this off my hands. Now I'm going to take a little bit oil. This is olive oil. You can use any oil that you like. You can spread the top pretty generously because I'm going to spread this around a little bit, and I'm going to cover it with plastic just over the top of the dough. And try not to put it over the sides of the pan, because when this rises, you want it to go freely. I don't want it to get I don't want the wrapper to keep it from going as high as it can. So I'll put this plastic wrap, and you know how plastic wrap is, it gets stuck to itself but not to anything else. That's the way it goes. That's been my experience. But we're just gonna tuck this and put it right on the dough surface, just a little bit, and this is just to keep the top from drying out. And I don't want it to go over the side, so I just kind of fold it in a little bit, and this is going to go in a warm oven. I've already warmed up the oven just a little bit, and it's going to go in with the light on, and it's going to rise for a couple of hours, and then I'll be back and show you what it looks like before I bake it. Hi, that's a loaf of bread in the oven. I was gone for a couple of hours and it rose really big, so I'll show you when it's out. All right. Okay, the bread is done and it's out of the oven. Note to self, use 3/4 cup of water, yeast, and the rest normal, because this rose much bigger than it really needed to. Plus, I wasn't here. I thought it was going to take a while. Actually, it rose probably in about, I was gone for 2.5 hours, and it rose that long. It could have rose probably an hour and would have been ready to go in the oven. One tip I would say is to feed your yeast starter a little bit of sugar the night before you do this. And that's it. All right. Y'all have a nice day, a great weekend. God bless. Like, comment, and subscribe if you like this video and want to see more.